That was so terrible, I think you gave me cancer.
All right. All right. What is up? A tremendous Saturday to you. I am Darth Jaeger here with the great Colhauser. We are going to talk some toys, some physical media, some awesome stuff like that. And yeah, it'll just go from there. It'll be a fun, chill stream, as these Saturday streams often are. How's it going there, Colhauser?
Going good, going good. Yeah, just had a little stream myself this morning. It was supposed to be a gaming stream, but it turned into a healthcare, sports, and then political stream. So
As they often will do.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, cool. So
how you doing?
I'm doing terrific. Working at the channel, doing stuff, working hard during the week. It's still tough having that. I mean, you know what it's like. You still work at your business, so
yeah,
it's just sort of going during the week, working 8 to 10 hours a day, and then coming and doing other stuff, trying to get this stuff going.
Yeah, I did 15 hours yesterday. I was pretty tired. I was supposed to stream with Luna last night, but I just told her I think I'm crashing for the night. But I know she was playing some Fortnite, but yeah, I was done, and yeah, I just want to have a chill day today. So
yeah, didn't see you on FNT in the chat, so I was wondering if you were working or just.
I had it on. Yeah, I had it on. I just wasn't. Yeah, I think I sent a couple comments because actually it was funny because I was actually talking to Ryan. I was talking to Ryan by text. Well, because every time he said something, I would text him and I say, "Hey, Ryan," but when he got into certain topics, so and he'd just send me because he was stalking. But yeah, he sent me back a laughing emoji. So it was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So what I wanted to kind of go with today was as you being a collector and everything, you'll understand this. Physical media is kind of under attack now, with all these big corporations wanting us to sort of have our wallets open for a monthly dip in order to basically rent our movies and all sorts of things like that. People don't want to read the fine print on these agreements, and I've seen a lot of people complaining lately about how Sony and other companies are disappearing stuff that they'd bought over the years, like video games and movies and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and this is something that there was an article here. It's an older article, but I'm just going to put it up for us here. And this is from Geeks and Gamers, obviously, as they often are. And this one's from Jessica Lindstrom. It's about a video that Eric July did. For those of you that don't know, Eric July is the Rippaverse guy. He's a comic book guy, and he's been on a YouTuber, and he's a musical artist, and he's all sorts of things like that. But he was talking about what he called the hard truth of physical media in this current area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on in this video to talk about, how basically the time of VHS, laser discs, DVDs and stuff, and physical game media for consoles is kind of ending, right? And why physical stuff still matters. And it's interesting that suddenly Sony has decided that they're not going to put out discs anymore. And I mean, they're making so much money not putting out discs, right? Because the physical games, I guess, are a small portion of their sales now, and I understand that. But now they're sort of saying, well, we want you not only to not get a disc with something, we're going to charge you the same amount for the game. Still going to be an $80 game, but you'll have no disc. We can take it away whenever we feel like it, because that's basically what digital. There's no such thing as digital ownership, I think, is what I'm trying to get at here. Like there's only digital renting or leasing of products. And anyways, yeah, this goes on to talk about that. But what I was sort of wanted to get to is I've been doing a lot of shopping lately at secondhand places, and I think because the last I was at sorry secondhand stores, and people kind of turn their nose up at that, and I said, well, I'm getting things that aren't available, right? Like for instance, we got Crocodile Dundee, this older DVD version, right? This is uncut. Now they've recently released a 4K version, but the 4K version is edited now. They've cut jokes out of it because, you don't want to offend 0.1% of the population that might be offended by that particular joke. So who's this? Paramount decided they were going to cut that joke out of the film. And other movies, like I try to find things that are out of print and that probably won't be upgraded to Blu-ray or anything else, right?
It's funny because like I don't know. I posted last week because I was doing a job outside the city, and I was driving and I saw a Toys R Us, and I took a picture. I said, hey, listen, I put on X that I'm going to this Toys R Us. Toys R Us, they merged with at the time when they were still big, they merged with HMV. I didn't even know I remember HMV left. I didn't know they came back. So I went to this Toys R Us, and the first thing I did is I looked for some Transformers, looked for some GI Joes. They had like one classified. They had a couple of those over big Transformers. But I was like, and then I looked over and I go, the HMV side. So I went over there, saw a whole bunch of DVDs. I saw a whole bunch of vinyl records. Saw a whole bunch of CDs. Now I went. The first place I went over to was a DVD, because the one thing I always look for are DVDs. And because I still have a massive DVD collection. Because back in the day we had a store called DVD Wave, and all they sold was DVDs. I would call them up. I was one of their best customers, because I'd say, hey, I'm looking for this DVD, and they'd find them for me. But when I went over to that DVD section in the Toys R Us there, and I looked, and I was like, because I'm always looking for TV series from the 80s. So right now I'm currently watching TJ Hooker, which I'm
yes,
like this show is so based, so great, so good. But when I went there and I looked at some of the box sets, like I already have House MD and stuff like that, the prices were just crazy, because it looks like, because of the way physical media is, they're trying to phase out. They're raising the prices on stuff that they know they're going to get money on. But before that, I was just looking for, because there are DVDs I still want. So I'm looking around the shelf. I'm looking for this, but I didn't see anything that, because most of the stuff I already have. But it's always nice, and I get it, when I go into like a Salvation Army or something like that. Because I always look for old toys and stuff like that, but I'll always go to the DVD section to see that one DVD, the original DVD that I don't have, because I understand of the editing of stuff that they're removing from current DVDs right now. So yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you might be familiar with this one. I don't think this will ever be released on Blu-ray or or on 4K. Peter Sellers, The
Oh, I
Party.
remember The Party.
Yeah.
I
So you
remember that.
so this is one of the most, for those that don't know, this movie is one of the most politically incorrect comedies I've ever seen in my life. But it is hilarious. It is wonderful. And you will never find this ever released again physically, I swear, because they would never do it.
I remember, and I watched this on TV back in the day. I can't remember what channel, but it was on at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I just remember I was flipping channels and I saw Peter Sellers. Because I like Peter Sellers, because I like, the Pink Panther and stuff like that. And I remember I started watching it and I was like, oh my God, what have I walked into? And, because Peter Sellers, he's one of those actors who he has that comedic vibe to him. That back in the day nobody could really replicate. But yeah, The Party. Yeah, I can reminisce about this movie like you wouldn't believe. But yeah, it's such a good one.
Yeah, I didn't find this one until a little later in life, after I'd already seen the Pink Panther movies and that, and my dad said, "Hey, have you seen this one?" And I'm like, "No." One day it was, like you were saying, it was on TV, and I was, "Oh, I gotta tape this." We had one of the first Betamax machines back in the day, so I threw one of those tapes in there, and I was, "Oh yeah, yeah." Was able to get that and held on to it for a long time until I found this DVD, but yeah, it's a little too politically incorrect, I think, to ever be re-released.
Yeah, because I'll tell you even like right now, I'm actually, and I've been on Marketplace because I'm looking for the Star Wars OT original cut on DVD. They're out there.
Hmm.
I've seen a few
Yes.
people have them because I would love to have that set now.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of bored of the special edition. I'm really
Yeah.
bored of that because every time there's a scene I see, I'm just like, you know,
Yeah. There's a reason why I held on to my laser discs all this time and managed to get a couple of machines, one to play and one to back up in case that one dies. But yeah, the old laser disc cuts, I mean, apart from the A New Hope at the beginning of Star Wars, they're basically, the original theatrical
yeah,
releases. So those are pretty tremendous. There's a couple of different versions that you can get. There's the ones with the original posters on the front, and
yeah,
then there's they call the Faces versions, which is they have the Stormtrooper and Vader and Yoda on them, or Empire, the Star Wars Empire and Jedi, respectively.
yeah,
But those are probably, if you can find those, or you can find the because the DVDs that were the second discs on those sets that you're talking about, yeah, they were taken right from the Laserdisc scans. So they're not optimized for big TVs, but whatever, it's still the original cut, right? So
yeah. Well, and it's funny too because all this stuff going on with Sony and Xbox and Microsoft, and I just so I bought so usually I buy discs for games. So so I bought Gran Turismo 7. I downloaded it. I bought Star Wars Battlefront the collectors. I downloaded it. And listen, I get it because tomorrow they can say, you know what, you can't play these anymore. Oh well, can I get a refund? No. You know, where at least if I had the discs, I could still play them. So knowing that they have this power to do this just tells you how Big Brother is operating. Where you know, and it's funny because I had this exact conversation with a good friend of mine when I was at his shop the other day, because he's just like, you know, he told me too, he holds out for physical media. You know, when you get you get a scratch here or there, you get another one, but the fact that they're going in this route, and you know, and then you hear the stories of, you know, they're trying to digitally do books, because I like reading. I like having books in my collection.
Absolutely.
It's always there. There's something to look at. Like, I'm gonna get I got another shelf I got to bring out, because I have all my Transformers and GI Joe books, and I even buy like toy culture books too, because there was one book, I can't remember the name of it, but I got it in my thing, and it was funny. I bought this book because it had even though it had a little snippet of GI Joe in it, but I wanted that book just to read, and you know, because they talk about culture and everything, and it was funny in the because I love the Crimson Twins.
Yeah.
And in this snippet, they talk about how basically a mortgage company are funding Cobra and stuff like that. So, I, and so I always like having books. I like buying books. I love having physical media around, whether it takes up space or not. It's just always nice to have, because yeah, anyone can go, like my Revenge of the Sith book. I love going through that and looking through the pages. I don't want to look through the pages on a computer screen.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always like having, like, I have some really nice aircraft, U.S. aircraft, massive books, where I like to just sit there and just clip through and read and look at the pictures and looking at the diagrams, because I just find it more rewarding than sitting there looking at a screen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I got to agree with that. I mean, I get all this stuff. I mean, I keep all of these things. I mean, books, comic books all the time. It's just, I would rather flip through them, or, you know, not so much with maybe these older ones, but I do enjoy. Yeah, you might have seen these back in the day. Remember
Oh yeah,
this?
yep.
The Culture
Toy
Addict.
Culture
Yeah.
Addicts. I
I
think I
just,
got one somewhere.
I got this one and I got number 6 here, but these are the only ones I could ever find because I don't know.
And those were out of Quebec, if I remember.
Yeah, I think so. This was
Yeah,
a Canadian publication for
yeah,
sure. But yeah, it's got the ad for the VHS tape of the Sentinels in there, right? So
yeah. That was Streamline.
yeah,
Yeah,
streamlined.
that was the company Carl Masick started, because
Hmm.
I actually had the honor of talking to him on the phone. Um, had like a 20-minute conversation with him. It was pretty cool. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, like for me, like I love keeping like my old Transformer pamphlets, you know, the
Oh yeah.
booklets, and I like reading through them. Like, oh man, I still wish I had the time. I was talking to Jay about the time watch. So, um, yeah, it's oh, like here,
Get that in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, that watch is
yeah,
awesome.
reinforcement. That watch is worth a lot of money right now.
I'll bet.
I mean, a lot of money. Yeah, it's just something. You know, I got my tech specs.
Oh yeah.
You know,
The
I
little red
just,
thing.
yeah, there's just something about physical media that you just can't replicate, and that's why when I like even I was by Walmart the other day, and then what I have to get? What was I looking for? Oh, I had to get a cable, and so of course I always go through the DVD aisle, and I just look around. I look around, and it's like just looking for something I want to get. Because listen, if I have to buy it through Amazon, I have to buy it through Amazon. But if I go there, I can see, because I believe Best Buy got rid of all their DVDs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because when I was in there, when I was in Best Buy the other day, I did not see any DVDs. So and it's just kind of sad that we're in this position now where they've pretty much gotten rid of this media, which we can't they don't want to give us access to, and like
Mm-hmm.
because by them controlling the, it's basically them controlling the source.
Yes.
You know,
So yeah,
like
and that thing too, like with Best Buy, you're saying there. I used to go in like every week, every Tuesday, for years, every Tuesday, and I'd drop 100 on, the new releases, and then just sort of walk around. Oh, I want to get this. I'll get this time, and that was like, every Tuesday release day. They made lots of money off me doing this, but I guess there wasn't enough of guys like me out there buying this,
yeah,
and then suddenly, over the years, they would shrink the space, move it to a different part of the store. And then I remember the last time I went there was probably a year ago, and all they had was a space no bigger than this.
hmm,
It was like a single shelf, and it had a bunch of the big new releases, like a
yeah,
couple of the Marvel films or something. That was it, right? And I never go there anymore,
yeah.
right? And they think, well, we've got appliances now, and we've got this. Well, I'm not interested in buying appliances from Best Buy, so.
Well, like for me, because even Shoppers Drug Mart, they would sell
Mhm.
DVDs. I remember at one point they would sell DVDs because I remember I went in there. I said, "Oh, I got DVDs here." So I remember going through looking because I like to look for that old school movie, or like I said, if there's a TV set in there, a TV box set of a certain show, I'll get it, right.
Mhm.
So but like I said, the thing I missed about was that store, DVD Wave. Oh my god! Like you walk in there, you just saw DVDs, 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 and I remember, like I said, I got to know the owner, and they're just like, "Hey," I said, "I'm looking for this DVD. Give me a little bit, I'll find it for you." They found it for me, and it was like movies that I just never knew you could get. But you know, it's kind of wild now how everything has changed, and you hear Gary all the time preaching, buy physical media, just
Mhm.
buy it, just keep buying it.
Yeah. If anybody could see the room I'm in now, it's basically wall to wall.
Mhm,
These are all 3 high, all shelves, movie shelves and stuff with, occasional toys on them and stuff
mhm.
like that. But I'll have to do a short little video sometime about
Yeah.
to sort of walk through one of those shelf videos that seem to be so popular. But this is something I found recently, and I thought I'd never see this because it's been out of print forever. Men Behaving
Oh,
Badly. It's a
I
complete
rem
series.
I remember that.
Yeah, found that at a secondhand place, and the stuff is out there if you want to look for it. And I like to find the stuff that's out of print, and there's some
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, it's funny because what was it? Remember, well, I think I showed this on one of my streams, but I bought the series Soap. Um,
Yes.
I bought the series Soap on DVD. I bought there's a Canadian show called Check It Out with Don Adams. Um, I
Hmm.
bought that. So like, yeah, because now that my head is clicking back, I go back and I buy these old shows. Like I said, I'm rewatching TJ Hooker on DVD. And it's kind of nice and refreshing because I can go back. I was looking for Hunter with Fred Dryer, but
Yeah.
they were asking for the box set. They're asking a lot of cash for it. So there are certain DVD, like even Boston Legal.
Yeah.
I want to get Boston Legal, but until that price drops, and I don't know if it's going to drop now because of what
Hmm.
they're trying to do, but I try to find certain box sets where I can say, okay, yeah, I want this set. I'll get it. So
Yeah. And the problem with that show is, right, it was an ABC show,
mhm,
and so it's on Disney Plus now,
yeah,
but unless you have all the discs like I do up there, it's like, oh boy, I don't know. And yeah, you're right. It is expensive to get. And I saw season 2 when I was at a secondhand place the other day, but I haven't seen any other sort of seasons. But,
Well, yeah, and speaking of,
if I could find them all, I would get them and send them to you for
yeah,
sure.
no, it's all good. Like even with like I got all like so for like 24 is like my favorite show in House. I have them. I have all the DVDs, but I also have them all in my hard drive, like uncut, right? So, if I can find them and I can have them and I can get them, so I can pretty much watch them anytime. Because typically, what I do is when I travel, I got a Western Digital passport, and I got all my TV shows. Like I got Starsky and Hutch, I got MASH, I got Due South, I got 24, I got Three's Company, I got it all in there, you know, because I can just go back. Because I'm kind of, I hate going on streaming services to watch. Like I got Prime, but when I go on there, I'm looking for a show. It's like because everyone always points out, it's just like, oh, thing is showing on here, thing is showing on here. I don't want to watch it on there. I want to watch it on my own time, on my own DVD or hard drive, right? I don't want to have to go into, because what was it? It was like I watched Yellowstone. I watched Landman, because those, like they say, it's okay. So it's through Prime, and then you have to get a 7-day subscription for the others, like a Tubi or something like that, or Paramount, to watch the show. So I'm just like, so now I only got like 7 days, so I gotta get them all.
Power through it, yeah.
So,
for sure.
Yeah. So it's you know, like when Maverick came out, like that was like once I knew that was releasing on DVD, I went and picked that up. Got the Blu-ray right away, because I did not want to, because I love that movie and I didn't want to miss out on it.
Yeah, that's Mel Gibson, right? Playing.
No, sorry,
apart from
Tom Cruise. Sorry, Tom Cruise Maverick.
Oh, Maverick. Okay, Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, yeah, there's the Mel Gibson Maverick.
I was thinking, from based on the TV show with James Garner.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of. But
no, sorry, Top Gun Maverick. I went, once that DVD that Blu-ray came out, I went and picked it up.
Oh yeah, I've got that one as well.
Ironically, I had to get that at Best Buy.
Oh.
So if I remember, so because they were still carrying.
At least Walmart still has the smaller selection, but they've got their $5 bin as well, right?
Yeah,
which can be some fun digging through occasionally.
Yeah, and you find a lot of the obscure stuff in the $5 bin. So you find some of the stuff, but yeah, I'm always on the hunt. I'm always on the hunt for certain stuff. Like I know, like the one thing I really, so I have pretty much all the Robotech DVDs. I got the Protoculture. I got the Protoculture one, and then is that the remastered?
This is the remastered.
Okay, so that's the A&E one, right?
Yeah, this is.
So because
this is okay.
Yeah, so one thing I was just like, why did A&E? How did A&E get the rights to this? And why would they do why would they be doing Robotech? I always wondered that, because the protocol, I don't have it here. I have it upstairs, but I have the Protoculture edition box. So the Protoculture, it's blue, and it all folds out, and it has it has Rick on one, it has Dana on one, whatever, and then it has all the deleted scenes and commercials and whatsoever. And then I hear this A&E set coming out, but apparently there's some more deleted footage and stuff like that they have added in.
Okay.
Then the Protoculture set.
Yeah, I know that these ones are basically the uncut episodes of Macross, Southern Cross, and Mospeada. And they just kept all the stuff in there, and but there's some extra stuff on here too. Deleted scenes, the documentary, a bunch of stuff from the Harmony Gold archives, which is cool. I've got 2 copies of Macross. I've got the original ones that they released in North America, the original Super Dimension Fortress Macross, and then I've got the Robotech TV version of that as well.
Is that Clash of the Bionoids?
Oh no, not the movie. The
Okay.
just the original series in Japanese. All 36 episodes, and with subtitles, and then of course the Robotech.
Okay.
The series from the TV series. So
Yeah.
the edited versions.
Yeah.
For
Because they did a
America.
Clash of the Bionoids.
Yeah.
I got that VHS because I was like,
Yeah.
"Wait, what is this Clash of the Bionoids?" And it was like someone just redid the "Do You Remember Love?"
Yeah. It was a slightly edited version of that.
Yeah.
They cut out the nudity and a couple of the extra gory scenes, I guess.
Yeah.
But that was I had that, a friend of mine had that on Laserdisc, but it was an English dub from like Australia or something that they would release with subtitles as an English teaching aid in Japan.
Oh
and
wow!
He had a Laserdisc version of that, which was pretty fantastic. And and I've got a DVD of that. It's not official because you can't get an official one in North America of the original Japanese version of Do You Remember Love?
Yeah.
But
yeah, because I remember so even for TV shows, so Tour of Duty, one of my favorite shows. So I got the DVD box set. It was really nice, really cool. I was like, okay, yeah, I got this. I got all 3 seasons. Open it up, put the DVD in. Where's Paint It Black?
Yeah. They couldn't afford to have the Rolling Stones song on the DVD collection.
And now I'm watching the sorry, just my cord's caught. I'm watching the series, and I'm hearing all this background music, and I'm just like, I'm not hearing any 60s Motown or 60s rock or 60s, I'm not hearing any of this. I'm just like, so I'm going through all the series, same thing. So I'm like, I'm not happy. I am not happy. So go online, looking around, find a DVD set out of the UK. It's got all the original music in the. This is only the season 1, so I download it. I buy it, and then I was able to find a torrent, get it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm in heaven now, because now I'm watching Tour of Duty the way it was supposed to be with the old music. With the original intro of Rolling Stones Paint It Black. So now I am happy, because the one thing I hated, and when they start changing music, and I get it, copyright, royalties, all this stuff, this is why WKRP in Cincinnati took forever to get on DVD. It was just one of those things where I'm just like, I want my original stuff. This is why I love Miami Vice, because of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
You got Peter Gabriel, you got Genesis, Phil Collins, Sheena East. You have all of them. Yeah,
that one there. That's this is one of the greatest sets of all time.
Yeah,
so good.
So, like, listen, I love watching the intro song, the intro episode Evan, with a Peter Gabriel song that starts at the beginning. I mean, it's such a banger. It's so good. Like, you can't take away those those old tunes. So yeah. Hey, old man Hatfield.
I think, like what he's saying here, so they don't have to pay royalties. I think that's part of it. And plus, I don't think that they thought ahead at the time when they were making some of these shows, that they licensed the music for the program as it was going to go out. And then they didn't think, well, maybe someday, 30 years in the future, there's gonna be a new format, and people are gonna want to buy this show and then watch it. So they didn't, they didn't get the rights for the music for future digital releases or disc releases or anything, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll give you another good example. Married with Children. I got the first 5 seasons on DVD. The first season, Love and Marriage. We all remember that. I think it was season 2 or season 3. It went to an instrumental tune, and I'm just like, "What the heck is this?" And that was Frank Sinatra, right?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra.
So we went from this to that, and that's, and with the editing out of music and stuff like that, I'm just like, I love SCTV.
Yeah.
They changed some music in there because I remember. So just the other day, I don't know why it popped up in my feed, but Liberace was singing "Feeling Groovy," and I remember in SCTV, Eugene Levy and Martin Short did "Feeling Groovy," and they were on Sammy Maudlin's show. So
nice.
I went back to watch that one, and they removed the actual background lyrics from the SCTV skit for the "Feeling Groovy." So listen, when I watch my shows, I love the tracks. This is what makes that. This is why Tour of Duty was so popular. Mirror Children, Miami Vice. But when you start removing for updated content, this is what I get. I don't like. I don't like when they switch that stuff up.
Yeah, that's annoying, because part of what made these shows so great, was that they had this music in it, that this feeling, it gave you this sort of emotional feeling watching it, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, oh wow, look at this, and these moments, they stay with you because of the music.
Yeah. Well, it was funny too, because even so I listen, I love hip hop too. Big NWA fan. One of their music videos had two people wearing Pittsburgh. One of them was wearing a Pittsburgh Penguin jersey. In the new updated video, they put the blurred out on the Pittsburgh Penguins jersey. So I was just like, okay, that's interesting. Sorry, I missed what Old Man Hatfield said.
Oh, he says one of the one reason certain movies have not been reproduced is because the rights were not carried forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's absolutely true.
Yeah,
absolutely true. It's funny that they would blur out the logo, the Penguins logo.
Well, because again, it's the day and age where is like, who do I have to pay? Like, do you have to pay for those rights?
Yeah.
On that. So
it used to be you could just wear a hat, or wear,
right.
Because I don't know if you remember the old MacGyver series.
Yeah.
Richard Dean Anderson, he was in real life a famous Calgary Flames fan, and occasionally on that show, his character MacGyver would be wearing like a Calgary Flames baseball hat, right? And I just remember that from they never blurred it out or anything. It was just right there in the show, and it was one of those sort of Easter eggs where you go, look at that.
Well, it was like with Tom Selleck in Magnum PI. Because he was a Detroit Tigers fan, so he wore
the hat. Yeah,
he wore the hat.
But now, the NHL controls all this stuff, right? And it controls their images, and they'd probably say, well, you can't wear that unless you pay us a licensing fee to do that now, right?
Exactly. But yeah, that's the way. I guess everything comes down to corporate sponsorship, to licensing, to music. Oh yeah, well, you can't play this music, you can't play this thing. We all see it all the time when Trump does his rallies and he plays a certain song. He's just like, you can't play that, or like, you can play YMCA. It's just somebody just going to the point where how much money are you going to pay me to use this song? How much money are you going to pay me to wear? It's like sponsorship, you know. This is why, you know, you see the NASCAR guys and, you know, they're doing this and that. So it's
just covered with advertisements,
yeah,
from head to toe on their fire suits and their cars. But yeah, I mean, it's big money, that sort of sponsorship, isn't it? So
who was it? I remember there was a skit where they showed like politicians, like they're wearing all the sponsorships of the people who pay them. I can't remember.
They should do that. They should have to do that.
I can't remember what movie that was. It was a comedy. They did that.
I don't remember that
pretty
either.
funny.
But yeah. Yeah, there's another one I found recently. Place I went to, I got season 2, 3, 4, and 5 of Voyager in these original packages, which are terrible packages, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, got these for, $1 a piece.
Wow.
And I'd never really thought about buying the series because all the Star Trek stuff, the older stuff, if you want to buy it, is pretty expensive. Almost,
you know what? Give me 1 second. I want to grab something.
Okay, cool. But yeah, it's usually pretty expensive, and to be able to find this at a secondhand place is pretty lucky usually, because people like me and science fiction people, we tend to hang on to these things for a long time, and generally when we die, they're sold off. So those that have the stuff now will usually hold on to it for most of their lives. Another one I picked up here, I don't know if a lot of people remember this, the Dark Man, that Liam Neeson. This is the 3 films, Dark Man 2, and Dark Man 3. I have not seen Dark Man 2 or 3, but I mean, maybe they're as good as Dark Man 1. This is Neil Marshall's Dog Soldiers. This is a good one. All this stuff I've got at these secondhand places, and it's if you look, you can usually find some of the good stuff for sure. And yeah, once again, like I was saying earlier, Crocodile Dundee, this is now edited. The newer versions of this is now edited. It's censored, and that's what we're kind of fighting against. I understand that I think the biggest mistake these corporations made with the streaming services was thinking that streaming services had infinite possibilities for making money for them. What they didn't understand is, with Netflix being the first, across the gate, that they were the ones that had the majority of the customers already, right? That's an installed base. And they looked at that and they said, well, we should be able to get our piece of that, our little slice of that pie, not understanding that the Netflix built this base up over a decade, and they're the biggest guy in the playground now. And for the most part, people that I've seen and talked to say, I've got Netflix and I've got Prime or Prime Video because I have Prime. That's the only reason they have it, right? They wouldn't have Amazon Prime Video by choice, but they just get it because they have Amazon Prime. So what do you got there, Cole?
Oh, sorry. I must have put it upstairs because I was cleaning out. Oops.
Oh.
I was cleaning out and I found the original Star Trek, like the first year they came on DVD.
Oh, yeah.
The OG series. And I got those. Because I have the Voyager as well, but I thought I had them down here, but I must have put them upstairs. But I want to show those because yeah, when I first got those, I was just like, I was pretty happy with those until they redid the OG in the remastered. Now, I'm not gonna lie because somebody posted that you got to watch the OG in the original, but I'm sorry, the remastered showing the way the planets look and everything, they look so much better. Oh, there you go.
This is the one I've got, and this is fantastic. I mean,
is that the original or remastered?
This is a remastered. They went back and they did the 4K remaster from the original film elements, and then they did the updated visual effects.
Okay.
So, but you can watch both, right? You can watch either the new visual effects or just watch it as it originally was on TV, as God intended, as they would say.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And this is why I kind of like I kind of said, well, like, listen, I love for what they did, but the remastered, they're so much nicer, so much cleaner. I actually like watching the Enterprise going into orbit properly. Watching some of the Doomsday Machine.
Oh, that's one of my favorites in the remastered version with the effects.
Watching the newer effects. Tomorrow is Yesterday. Love how they did that, the remastered. Even with Elion of Troyes, where they actually see properly now with that battle with the Klingon cruiser. I kind of like that. And I know people are going, well, it's not the OG, it's like, but it's I wanted it a little better from what we got, because when we go back to watch like Enterprise or whatever, you actually see proper planets and stuff like that. And listen, I get it. It's to one's preference, because people want this, they want that, but it's just
absolutely,
but yeah, I want to show that. But yeah, I have all the Voyager DVDs. So
yeah, the beauty of those remasters though is, unlike with Star Wars, you can actually watch the original versions as well as the new versions. They're both available. So if you prefer, the original TV versions, they're there for you.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah. So which version did you have? Do you have the ones with the plastic cases, or did you have the individual disc versions?
For Voyager?
Or the original series?
Oh no, I have so they came out in 3 colors.
Oh yeah,
yellow, blue, and red. Yeah.
The little plastic cases.
Yeah, little plastic cases.
Yeah, that was a nice set for sure.
Yeah. So I still have those. That's why I thought they were down here, and I was like, where are they? And I think I put them upstairs. So
yeah, speaking of Star Trek, I mean, I just got a little. This is what I picked up recently as well from Nacelle Toys. This is the Mirror Universe Archer.
And, nice.
And we were talking I think we were talking the other day about G.I. Joe, and how or maybe it wasn't you, it was somebody else, but we're talking about the G.I. Joes and how they're getting more expensive now, and you get less with them.
Yeah.
But with these Star Trek ones, I mean, this is tremendous. It's got a whole bunch of different hands. It's got different phasers. It's got scene specific stuff like the drink and the glasses, and it's got a knife. It's got tricorder. It's got communicate. It's all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
For about $40, which 10 years ago I would have said that was insane for an action figure. But I mean, it's like a 7-inch scale figure, and it has so much. And And I think that's what, when I think Hasbro sometimes, I look at them and I think they're taking the piss sometimes with their pricing, because some of the stuff they, with their 3 3/4 inch stuff, I mean, those figures are over $20 now for, you know,
Mhm.
a small vintage collection. And then they have deluxe vintage, which used to mean something. Used to be something you'd get an extra piece with it, like a, if you have a stormtrooper, you'd get like an extra E-web cannon or
Yeah.
something like that. It was something to make it deluxe. Now it's just like, oh, this is a slightly bigger figure. Look, here's Hammerhead from the Cantina, and he's slightly bigger than the other guys. That's deluxe, so that's a $30 3 3/4 inch figure now. So you go,
Yeah.
ah,
Well, they said that, what was it? They said September classified prices are going up.
yeah, of
So
course they are, because they can, right?
yeah,
And they'll just keep going up as long as they can keep people buying it.
yeah. I think I'm like I think I'm missing maybe like 40 or 50 figures,
Mm.
because I got a lot of classifieds. Like I got a lot, like from like I- like I have like from one up to like 170, but I'm missing like a whole bunch of them. But yeah,
You've got,
they're
yeah,
just getting nuts.
the 250 Duke, right? You've got that one.
No, I don't. Jose
You
Taco
don't?
actually has that for me because he
Oh,
got it for
okay.
me. So when I'm in Texas, I'll pick that up. I've been talking with Tree Bear. Tree Bears, he's looking at getting back into some GI Joes and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Because like, yeah, I've had a lot of people contact me. He goes, "Oh, listen, I want to start collecting Joes again. Where should I start?"
Mm.
So I said, just, one guy I was talking to, I just said, "Listen, if you're getting into this, make sure you understand you're going to be paying a lot of money. This ain't back when they came out when GI Joes were $3 a figure."
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it seems like toys have gone up far beyond the rate of inflation, especially
yeah.
with Hasbro and Star Wars and GI Joe. I mean, at least with Star Wars, they've got the excuse that they have to pay a licensing fee.
Yeah.
But with, GI Joe, they own that license. It shouldn't be $45 for a single figure, right? And
Well,
then,
I was just gonna say, because even for Hasbro, because Hasbro, they've owned the Star Wars toys, they own the licensing since like the late '80s. So
Mhm.
I don't get it, because they make their money from their HasLabs, they make their money from this. Um, there comes a point in time where I have to say, do I still keep going this route? Because this stuff ain't cheap.
Mhm. No, yeah,
This,
for sure.
you know, like it was funny when Jay, we were kind of laughing, but on Midday Mixer last week, when Jay says, "Well, you got to have a lot of money to have your." And I said, "Well, I don't have any money," and he's like, "Yeah, well, look at your
That was a
background."
good
And
show. That
I,
was a
and
good
I, and I
show.
said, and I basically said, "Listen, I was fortunate enough for my parents to buy me a lot of the stuff that I still have when I was a kid.
Mhm.
So listen, when I started working, I just kept it going. So but yeah, because I can't, when I go to TFCon and all and these conventions, and I just like, oh my god, like it's tough, because when you see something you want and you like and you see it, that I'm just like, do I buy it? Do I not buy it? Like it's and I think I mentioned, one of the guys I know, he has the Pepsi Optimus Prime.
Mhm.
Said he'll give it to me for a really good price, because for what he's selling it for, it's pretty expensive. Because he's selling it for like 1,800.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he said he'll give it to me for a good price, like way less than that. So I'm almost thinking I gotta pick it up because I always wanted the Pepsi. I always there's two Pepsi Optimus Primes. There's the one I got back there, and then there's the one where his trailer actually holds a Pepsi bottle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
the one you've got has got the sticker, right? On the packaging, or
yeah, the one up there.
Yeah.
So that's the one. That's the one the guy has.
You can see,
yeah,
right back here. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and then he has one box sealed. So he was like, for you, like, because I know him, he's like, for you, I'll give you a good price. So I think I got to pull the trigger, because actually they were selling on eBay. There was one, it was, I think it was a 95 grade, selling for 79,000.
A graded one, yeah. Wow.
95, 79, no, 74,000. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, this is something somebody bought, put it away, and then just left for 30 years, right? Because there's no way you get a 95 on something that somebody's sort of had on a shelf and moved around and played with a little bit.
Jay says, if someone comes and buys his Ultra Magnus, he'll part with it. But me, if I have that Pepsi Optimus Prime, that thing's coming. That thing's being buried with me. That thing is coming with me. But it's nice. Listen, I get it. It's Optimus Prime. When I did my count, like I literally went and I was missing a few, but I literally went into I posted a picture. I posted on X and I think on Instagram. But of all my Optimus Primes, because I just wanted to know how many I had. And I think I counted something like 38, 39 Optimus Primes I had.
Nice.
So, and then I was still missing like 5 or 6 of them, because I had the Hot Wheels Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah.
I have the Roboson Optimus Prime. I have the OG Optimus Prime. I have the Power Master Optimus Prime. There were so many I had, and I was just like, wow, I got a lot of primes.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of the original
Dirge,
but I got Dirge, and I have some other the Autobot cars, and I got some of the the other ones, but yeah, this is one of the ones I have.
Yeah, I got my Dirge too.
Hey, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Actually, I have them there, and because what I was doing is I was doing my display where I had them both in jet mode and robot mode. Where is he? I think he's around here somewhere. Because I'm still, like I said, I'm still redesigning stuff. I have all my cars. Sorry, it was right here. So,
there he is.
I have him in robot and jet mode.
That's awesome.
So I was trying to do a bit of a certain display. So I was doing, and it was so funny too, because when Jay showed one of the battle chargers, he goes, "Did you see this?" And after I brought down, I said, "Listen, I got the OGs right here."
Yeah, that was awesome. You're talking about I remember those ones. You zip them back, and they kind of just flip up.
Because I showed the jump starters.
Yeah, the Autobot versions, the Twin Twist and
and Top Spin.
Top Spin.
It's what did Jim say? What, no Decepticons?
But then we did show the Decepticons. So.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's listen, I cherish my collection, and even though this morning I was talking some political and all this stuff, but I always come back to this, and I know a lot of people have been asking me to do another toy stream, and because I've been doing so much gaming, and like even Jeanette, because when I started doing this, she was streaming with me, and so I gotta get back to doing some toys, because nothing gives me more peace and relaxation is like when I'm talking Transformers.
Yeah,
Um,
those are good.
yeah,
Those are good little streams for sure. I mean, I
yeah.
love toys too. So
It's funny too because I don't know if you saw on the new show they did with Jeremy, um, Jeremy, Jay, Krista, and Tommy.
oh, okay.
They
No,
they
I didn't
start
see
they
that.
started a new stream on Thursday afternoon. Basically,
Oh,
it's calling it a fun stream. So I said because Tommy's a big GI Joe fan, so I said in chat, I said Tommy, I may have an extra GI Joe train set, and then Jeremy read it out, and Jeremy's just like, really? He's like, really? I thought we were
really?
friends, right? So I I I said I said don't worry, Jeremy, I got something for you too, but yeah, because we're still planning on doing our GI Joe stream soon, but yeah, I love
Hmm.
I love the toys and everything because it's just so much fun, so much relaxation. Like I just got a new can't see it, but I got a Transformer mouse pad,
Ah,
like
okay.
a nice big one. It's OG. It has Megatron, Optimus, Grimlock, Soundwave. So it was so cool because
Oh,
I
cool.
wanted a nice one, so I might as well get it.
Hmm.
You know, so I might get it because I got my other setup here. I might get a GI Joe one for this side. So so
Nice.
many plans in the works, but everything
Yeah,
costs money.
everything costs money. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to improve my setup here because I'm basically in the corner of my basement in the home theater. So with this desk jammed into the corner, comic books here and stuff right behind me. Literally, this shelf is it's inches away from the back of my head, and I'm kind of like, I'd really like to get a better desk so I can be at least a few inches forward of that, you know. But
Yeah. Well, I just
it's
threw
just
I just threw this white case in here the other day. So
mhm,
I just threw that one in there because, like I said, yeah, me too. I'm trying to do a proper display. Like this thing is okay, but I kind of wanted it. Like I almost wanted to turn it this way so people can actually see what's on the shelf, right? So, but then I gotta move the desk out more, and But I think I can pull it off. I just gotta, like I said, I just gotta fill it up. But like going back to the books because I have all those Transformer GI Joe books. I got a nice
mhm.
shelf, so I'm actually gonna get that, and I'm gonna put all the Transformer and GI Joe shells in there. So you're crammed in
Yeah,
your collection.
yeah, I am definitely crammed in here for sure.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of space, but
yeah, and
I
because
mean,
even Az, like I love the way like Az is set up behind him, where he has all the
mhm.
Autobot cars there and everything.
As yeah, he's got a great Transformers collection.
Yeah,
I'd love to have had him on for one of these shows sometime, but he doesn't seem to be able to answer my emails, I guess.
yeah,
But
Az
you know, it's not that he has to. I mean, he probably gets thousands every week, so but
Yeah,
still.
like like I talk to Az a lot, and like he's just so busy,
Oh,
just
yeah, he
trying to
does a
get
lot of streams and stuff. He's
yeah,
kind of on
he gets
every
a lot
day,
of
right?
streams.
So
And I think we're doing with Jay, we're doing a Transformers a movie stream
yeah, that's awesome. I got a actually got a video coming out Monday about Transformers the movie, so
because we're me and
you
Jay.
might like that. You get a shout out in that video, actually.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, me and Jay, we're planning on doing like with who's ever in Hershey. Uh, we told everyone to come out, and we're gonna go watch it together. So
Yeah, yeah. I know it's coming out here. It's going to be at the Chinook theater here, so I might actually go in and watch it in the on the big screen again because I'm one of those guys that saw it in the theater when it came out in '86. So
well, they had a re-release a few years ago because I saw it in the theater
mhm.
when it
Oh
came out.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I see you got your GI Joe Special Missions #1 there.
Yes, yes. I finally found it. I have you can't see over here, but there's stacks and stacks of short boxes over here, and then I've got more on the left side here. And whenever I go through to find to find a book I want to put up, it's like, okay, which box is that in? And it's like, okay, this is Marvel, this is this that, this is Marvel Transformers, this is GI Joe and stuff. So yeah, it was. Yeah, there
Yeah.
it is. But this is one of my favorite books.
Yeah.
Like this was had a really great. They would tell those little sort of smaller stories in this series, right? That
Yeah.
they weren't part of the main big ongoing. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, you just stay over here. Just stay over here. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, because like I think I'm missing like 3 of the special missions because I'm trying to. So I have a box. So I have a box. I have a box for my Marvel Transformers and GI Joe, and then hail Jim. And then I have a box with special missions, yearbook, headmasters, universe. So I have all those, and then I have a box with like my Robotech and Japanese stuff. But yeah, I think I'm missing 3. I don't know what numbers, but I know I'm missing about 3 of the special missions. I'm missing maybe like 10 of the original G1 run for GI Joe. I'm missing about like 4 for the Transformers run because I want to finish those off.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
really want to finish off those sets. So I don't care for the IDW and stuff like that. Like the only IDW I have is the Chuck Dixon ones
Oh, okay.
that he signed for me.
Oh, nice.
And stupid me. So funny story. So we're at MegaCon because I'm working the table for Geeks and Gamers. Chuck Dixon is at the Ripper booth getting signing, so I go over. He signs mine. I don't know what happened, but I had him at the back of our booth. Left him there. Beardo calls me. He's like, "Oh, where are you?" And I said, "What's up? You left your GI Joe signed comics here." And I didn't want to have to go back in, so I said, "Listen, can you give them to the guys at the Ripperverse, and I'll grab it tomorrow because this is Saturday." I go back Sunday. Carol comes over and goes, "Oh, here's your comics." Oh, thank you, no problem. So we're working the booth. Ryan and Jay, they were there, and then Gary, and Yellow Flash and Jay, we left because we went to go do some shopping. I pack up all my stuff. I leave. Carol messages me, "You left your comics here again."
Oh.
I said, "So that's twice now." So I said, "Can you hold them for me?" She goes, "Yes, I'll hold them for you." I said, I'll probably be at Dallas because they're in Texas. So I said, "I'll probably be at Dallas Fan Expo, so I'll get them from you then." So I said, "Okay, thanks." 2 days in a row, I left them. I was just like,
oh,
yeah.
That can sometimes happen. I'm sure. I mean, those conventions can be crazy.
Oh,
and you're doing a lot of work there, right? You're sort of.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, like I had to get my buddy at Dallas at San Diego Comic-Con to grab
make that big. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So that's got 2 toys in it, right?
Yeah,
and,
it's got Jazz and Optimus, the original,
and possibly some Energon Cube plastic cereal.
Energon Cube cereal. It was so funny when Jay's just like, "Are you sure something's in there?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You want me to open it? I'll open it." Yeah. But you know what the funny thing is? It comes with it's resealable.
Oh.
So because it tells you in the instructions, yeah, highly displayable collector grade cereal box packaging with resealable flap.
So collector friendly packaging, you're saying?
Yeah. So I wanted to, but I was like, I'll just leave. I'd like to get another one. I'll probably find one if I get one at the TFCon Orlando, I'll get another one, and that's the open.
Then you can do an opening stream and everybody can see
Yeah.
that all at once, hey?
Well, even in chat, Vito Johnson said, "I'll pay you." Well, no, he texted me, and he's like, "I'll pay you to open it," and then he's like, and then he texts me back. He goes, "Tell Jay I'll pay him, then you pay him." And so Jay's like, "What? You want me to pay him out of mine?" So it was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, pay you out of his super chats.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun collecting because I like I said, I know I'll find more stuff at TFCon Orlando because the shows in the States are just, it's another animal. So,
Yeah.
So this will be my first Transformers convention in the States that I'm working.
That's so cool. Yeah, I remember the only convention I've been to in the US was the Star Wars number, I think it was the third one, Celebration 3 in Anaheim, or no, not Anaheim. It was in downtown LA at the convention center there. And yeah, I found a lot of stuff that I'd never even seen at any of the conventions up here, even the small ones or the big ones, which was impressive for that. It was like 2007, I want to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I bet you that I've always wanted to go to MegaCon in Orlando. It's hard to get in time off work, and then sort of flying out from the west here is so much more expensive, I think, than flying out from Toronto or something like that. It's just,
oh yeah,
and if I was already in the US, that would be easy, right?
Yeah.
The
Oh
flights
yeah,
would be
you're paying peanuts.
yeah. So it's kind of doing that and then figuring out where to stay, and then the shitty dollar that we have because of 11 years of liberal government. But
Yeah.
let's not get into that. We talked about that already this morning.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
yeah, it's sort of, geez.
Well, the thing is, because they give you the MegaCon rates, right? For hotels. So like I got an Airbnb this time and I shared it with 3 to 4 people.
That's a good way to sort of share the cost of stuff, right?
Yeah. Now listen, MegaCon is a lot of fun because you got all the meetups and everything. Yeah. But for guys like you and me, when it comes to Transformers, G.I. Joe and stuff like that, it's not the greatest.
Yeah. I guess it's a hodgepodge of lots and lots and lots of stuff, right?
So it's more generated to Marvel, Star Wars, anime.
Okay, yeah.
So you have the vendors, and comics and comics as well. Now you have the vendors that have, Transformers and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not like Hasbro had a booth there. It was small.
Okay. So I know that that convention, Orlando, Calgary, and the Toronto, they're all owned by the same company, right? Yeah. These like the Fan Expo in Toronto and Calgary Expo in Calgary and Dallas Fan Expo, they're all owned by that same company. So you get a lot of the same stuff at all those conventions. Except Orlando is just gigantic. It's mega, as it's called, right?
It's huge. It's crazy. Like I never seen so many people in my life. It was just, for a convention. But the thing is too, is because, and God bless him, like Nagnaral, he texts me, sends me a text message. He's like, hold, and he shows me the picture. There's a booth there with some Transformers. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Stupid me. I go there on the last day. All the stuff is gone. I should have went. The day he told me, because they had an old school jet. They had a 6-shot in the box. Power Master Optimus Prime in the
Oh,
box,
wow.
a whole bunch of stuff in the box. And I go back there, like I already have 6-shot, but I go back there and that's all I had left. And I was just and then I got the Cold Slither classified, and I got Sergeant Slaughter. So, but I really
nice.
wanted the Transformers they had. So I was a little ticked off. But you know what? As I always say, you snooze, you lose. When you see something, go grab it. Don't sit there and procrastinate, because I do that a lot. And every time I find something, I should have went. Like today, I gotta go up to I gotta go get my new phone. So I'll look on Marketplace to see what's around up there. So because if I find something nice, I will go pick it up. Because you'd be surprised how much stuff people sell out there that are boxed. And then,
wow.
oh, this guy's selling this.
Yeah. I guess, the bigger the convention, the more chances you have of finding stuff. I'm always the same sort of way. I go in and I go, oh, well, maybe if I'm going to be there for the whole weekend, like the last couple of years, for Calgary, I've just gone for one day, just because I was basically looking for comic books. So I'd go there with my cousin and we'd hang out and, get comic books. But when I'm there for the whole weekend, if I see something I like, I'm kind of, well, maybe I can wait until Sunday and see if the guy still has it, and then maybe try to get a deal, right?
Well, that's what happened on the Sunday. So a guy I saw, because like I said, me, Gary, Yellow Flash, and Jay, we went walking around. I saw a guy. He had a G1. He had a G1 Shockwave in the box.
Nice.
So and it was a Sunday. I asked him how much, and he said, I think it was like close to $400. So I look at it. He says, "Here, check it out. The windows." Do I have mine here? Yeah. So the window's broken. So it's broken in like 3 different places. So I said to him, I'll give you $150. And he was like, oh no, like, you can replace the window and all. I go, you replace the window, though it's already tampered with.
Yeah, right? Then it's not original packaging, right?
Right. I'm gonna leave the window broken, but I'm not gonna spend that for a broken window. So he says, oh well, this thing will sell. I said, it's already Sunday. This is the last day. So I basically just walked away. I just said, yeah, I'm good. So
sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah. Just like I gave him, like, if the window wasn't broken, I'll pay him what it's worth, but the window was broken. Right. So, and that's how I look at it, because I've learned enough. And this is why, Az texts me all the time. He'll send me pictures of certain things. He goes, listen, is this authentic? Is this good? Is this knockoff? Like, I remember he sent me pictures of a couple things, and I said, yeah, these are all knockoffs, because there's missing this, missing that. And I've learned a lot where it's like, you just got to go and trust your instincts. So
it's got to be tough sometimes with some of these knockoffs too, because they're looking better. Like, these things looking better and better every generation that they make them, and it's kind of getting down to, what are you looking at? Okay, what's the date on this? What's the manufacturing number, and things like that, right?
Yeah, well, and because he sent me, what was it? It was a European, so it was the European Transformers. They're in the gold box. So he's like, are these knockoffs or not? So I'm looking at them, and then I'm looking at the original online, and you can see the distinction. This is missing this sticker. This is missing on the box and stuff like that. And I said, yeah, they're fake, right? Because the Chinese knockoffs. Listen, somebody sold me an Optimus Prime. I picked up for $15. It was a G1 Optimus Prime. It was boxed. The box was clean. Am I going to complain about it? No. It looks like Optimus Prime. So you know what I did? I had some Dialclone stickers. Throw them on the trailer.
There you go.
you know. But I tell people all the time, this ain't real. It's a Chinese knockoff. So, so you just gotta know what you're getting. Like I have a mind wipe over there, G1. Somebody had it, perfect condition. It's a mint condition. I ain't gonna complain about that. You know,
Yeah.
for the price I get, because you always run into people who have this, have that, and they say, "Oh yeah, this is authentic. This is real." No, it's not authentic. No, it's not real. You know, um,
Yeah.
you learn from your from the stuff you get.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I always find it interesting because there's all these this guys online that'll sell you, reproduced sticker sheets for the old Kenner Star Wars, and
mhm,
I always look at that stuff and go, "Oh wow, they do them up exactly the way they would have come originally,
mhm,
the same material and everything, and they're so good now that if I ever see, say like an X-wing fighter or a TIE fighter or something in at a show that has really great stickers and looks really clean, I always think, well, I don't know if that's authentic anymore, right?
yeah,
I mean, the stickers look great, and if this is for your private collection and you know it, and then, you know, that's fine, right? But when you sell that stuff and you're sort of trying to claim that this is an original
yeah.
1978 X-Wing with the original stickers, it's like, is it though? Right?
Well, yeah. Well, and the thing is too, it's just like, okay, let's go back here. It's 1985. You go to Toys R Us. You buy a Transformer.
Mhm.
What's your first instinct you're gonna do? Are you gonna open it, or are you gonna get an acrylic case and throw it right in the case?
Yeah, obviously you want to open it because,
Yeah,
yeah, I just got a new toy. Exactly.
you know. So yeah, you even with the sealed stuff, like people, they buy it or whatever. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's just you got to be careful out there. Like you just have to be careful because like I have like oh you can't really well it's right there. Like I have
Oh,
a
let me
G
make you.
I have a G2 Optimus Prime underneath
Oh,
Ryan there.
oh, okay, okay.
So that's sealed. I checked, I inspected everything. It looks like the guy who bought it just never opened it.
Mhm.
But then one of the guys had something where he just opened the one side, opened it, inspected it. Um, you know, my G2 Megatron. Um,
Mhm.
you know, like
Tank Megatron. Yeah.
yeah, never.
Yeah.
It's all sealed. Yeah, and you look at the condition too, right? Because you
Mhm.
got a little wear here, you got a little wear here.
Yeah.
Still got the price sticker on it. Like this is the only Megatron G2 I would buy. I bought, right? So
Mhm.
I would never buy the these other Megatrons because it's Generation 2. I kind of like because the Generation 2 cartoon was pretty cool. It had those graphics. You
Oh, that's right.
and it
Okay.
had that kid Tommy.
Yes, I remember this now. Yeah, there was still the original episodes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it had
I
the
you
little
know what?
CGI moments and
It
things.
was kind of fun because they did they called it the cybernetic space cube. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
You must remember then when they showed the movie on TV,
yeah,
but cut into
I,
22-minute segments, right?
yeah,
And it was
yeah. I
like
remember
kind of,
that.
and they had the little thing at the beginning with the little kid and Optimus. It was like a
It was
s-
Power Master Optimus
yeah,
Prime.
Power Master Optimus Prime, and it was like a, what do you call it? A slow stop motion kind of
Yeah, yeah,
animated thing, and at the beginning and the end and stuff. Yeah,
yeah. And then he would fly off with Optimus Prime.
yeah, yeah.
But
But that
I'll show
was
you something here. It was pretty cool. I never opened it, but I got the Scarface.
oh, is that the humidor version or oh
I think
Roxette?
so.
Oh, okay.
It's, it's,
Make you big here.
it's never been opened.
2 disc anniversary edition. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So
That is cool.
yeah, it's never been open, so just have it sitting there. And if you're ever at Disney Springs, go to the Coke store. I had this made.
Oh, nice.
I had that made.
Praise ARAH. All right.
I tried to. I was going to do a Praise ARAH, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a Colhauser. Maybe next year.
That's
Maybe.
so cool.
Yeah, we went there. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Disney Springs, huh? So they do that at the cola store. They just make
Yeah, it
them
was
for
pretty
you there.
wild. We went there
That
a
is
few
awesome.
times. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of fun, and and I know, and this is why when Jay talks about, I want to go do a road trip, because he wants to do all these big train trips and stuff. Like I'm still like I know when I head back, I'm taking the train back to Orlando in October. I love the train. The train is fun. And this is why I always had train sets and stuff like that. I still got my trains. I got my Transformer train sets. I got to set. I have to change. I have to change the cables because I want to do it on. I want to put it on a table where everything's down, so I can just fold up the table and put it away. And then if I want to use it, I just bring it out, fold it up. The tracks are still on it and everything.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Boy, yeah, when you were talking about taking the train last year when you went down to the US, I thought that's fantastic because I'd love to do that too, but I'd have to get all the way out to Toronto here because there's no cross-country train service really anymore. So
they don't they don't do that one train anymore via?
Well, it goes to Edmonton.
Oh.
And then it goes, I think, through the mountains, but it doesn't come through Calgary anymore. It'd probably be cheaper just to fly out to Toronto and take the train from there down the East Coast.
Yeah, last time I was in Calgary, I flew out there. I flew WestJet. But it's funny, Ryan always scolds me for taking the train. He's just like, I said, I told him the train is fun. He's always complaining, somebody puked or someone, you got to sit beside. Listen, I get my own room and I'm happy.
Yeah, Ryan has got like the worst luck for what seems like everything, right? They can never get his fast food orders right. They can, I mean, that it was last year when he went down to Las Vegas for the meetup. He got like the deaf Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I just laugh so hard. I know it's bad luck for him, but
it was funny at this past MegaCon. So Ryan calls me, and so he came pick me up. We went out, and we wanted to go get some dinner. So we went to this one restaurant. It's a pizza place. He said, "You'll love this pizza." So I said, "Okay." And he's like, "You want to get some apps?" And I said, "Sure." So he ordered this garlic bread. So we're sitting there because we're watching the game too, and the garlic bread doesn't show up. So the lady comes over and says, "Oh, sorry, we ran out." So I'm just like, "Okay, here we go."
Uh-oh.
I'm waiting for Ryan to go off. And Ryan's like, "Oh, okay." Manager comes over. "Sorry, we don't have any garlic bread. Can we offer you this?" And Ryan's like, "Yeah, that'll be great." So they ran out of something. He didn't get mad, didn't get upset, and he was good. So it was pretty funny. And then it was so funny because that was the night the Max Crosby stuff went down when he didn't get. I think he didn't end up going to another team from the Raiders. So and Ryan's like, "Oh, I guess I got to do a Sports Wars tonight video." So so after that he dropped me off, and then his Sports Wars video is up. And then it was even funny too because I don't know, Sin's Corner.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, so I do a show. We do a show with her. So I was out with Ryan the night, but the night, and then I'm wearing his RK shirt and his hat, and like we went out for some drinks and stuff. I get back to the place, me and Sin, we do our stream, and who's in the chat? Ryan. He's like, "Oh, look at that handsome guy wearing a nice RK Kennel shirt and hat." So it was pretty funny. Yeah, Ryan has his moments, but yeah, he rips on me for taking the train.
Oh well.
Yeah, so yeah, just yeah, so we got the Transformers which Ryan is actually coming to, because we're doing a Geeks and Gamers thing there too, but he's
okay.
He's actually interested in coming to this Transformers convention. So
the TFCon in Orlando, that one?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
So Ryan's like, yeah, I'm gonna come to that. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see what all, because he's not into Transformers, right? I gave him his first GI Joe. I gave him a classified shipwreck because I said it looks like him.
Yeah.
Both Navy, or both Chief Petty Officers.
Navy boy, yeah.
So I gave him that. So yeah, he said he's looking forward to coming by this. I think this is going to be a good show. There's certain things I'm looking for. Looking for some old school stuff. I would like to get that other Pepsi Optimus Prime, the bottled one. Just a couple. I'd like to get a couple Autobot cars. There's some fans. There's some third-party fans toys I'd like to get. So yeah, get a nice score of toys being down there.
Are you working that one as well, or?
Yeah, I'm working that one.
Okay.
So I'll be splitting between working and then being with Jay. So, because as I mentioned this morning on my stream, we're gonna have Jay a table set up for him for doing his streaming. He's going to do his Welcome to Rebellion. I'm going to have another table right beside him for Geeks and Gamers, because they're going to be doing merch and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And Jay's hoping to see if, because I told him he's going to bring some toys and stuff to sell, but I said, listen, that your Ultra Magnus will sell. So
oh yeah, for sure.
I
that's a beautiful piece.
Oh, it is. It is a beautiful piece. Because what a lot of people don't understand, and they made two Ultra Magnuses. There's the hard wheeled one with the all blue face, and then there's the regular rubber wheel one. So
yeah, okay.
So same, they did that with a Metroplex. They made you have the rubber wheel Metroplex, and then you got the hard wheeled Metroplex.
I guess as the rubber wheeled ones are worth more, because they eventually got away from rubber tires entirely.
Well, it's funny. My Delta Magnus third party, I figured it'd come with rubber wheels. It doesn't. I was like, why is this like? You figure you're rolling these on the ground, you know.
Well, even even the masterpiece Bumblebee here. I mean, this has got, you pay the money for these things, and it's got plastic wheels too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, like the tires are entirely plastic. It's just, but it's like, wow, okay. But I've got, this is like the first one, so it's from a long time ago. But
is it because rubber wheels more expensive?
It must be, because then it's extra parts, right? Because then you got to make the rim, and then you have to have the tire, and it's so.
Okay.
I mean, it's more in the manufacturing process as well. So.
I guess that makes sense. And then with the manufacturing, it all depends what they're going to sell it for and how much you're gonna price out to.
Yeah, I mean, this was pretty inexpensive at the time, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I got this one. I've got the Masterpiece Grimlock, and for the time, I thought they were really reasonably priced. So, but now the prices are insane. I was talking with I was at the Lego store the other day checking some stuff out, and I was wearing my Transformers shirt. The guy's like, "Oh, you gonna go to the re-release of the movie?" And I'm like, I'm figuring it out, and whatever. At the time, I didn't know where it was playing and stuff, and we started talking about the toys and how Hasbro has just jacked up prices. Like in the last, it's not even like it's like recent history. It's like the last 5 years. Everything starts to get smaller and everything's more expensive. These things that were like the leader class figures that were huge,
massive,
and massive, and $40 are now the size of a regular size figure, and they're $70, right? So you're just kind of wow. And the idea that nothing is, even on the ones that they want to put out as decent stuff, right? The movie versions and things like that.
Yeah.
They have like all this empty space, and like the arms and legs are hollow with big hollow holes in them and things, and you just go, okay, what are we even paying for anymore? They don't want to make solid plastic, and they don't want to cover up hollow spaces, and it's getting cheaper and cheaper and costing more and more, and I don't know.
Do you remember when the USS flag, which was 7.5 feet long, was only $129?
Yeah, $129 in whatever it was, 1986, 87. I don't know, but that was a lot of money back then. But
yeah,
still, I think, was that not like just sort of a weird, like a dare by one of the people that was working at Hasbro at the time? Said, why don't we make a giant aircraft carrier? And everybody was like, yeah. And then they just did it.
Yeah.
But there were different times then, right? Because you'd have these companies like, Hasbro especially, they would have the different sizes of things, right? You had your figures, and they were $3 a piece, right? You had, small vehicles, right? Like the motorcycle and stuff. And what I loved about the G.I. Joe line back then is like they had the small vehicles, and they always came with a figure, right?
Yeah.
You'd have like the fighter jet, came with a pilot, all these things they came with. The Star Wars guys never came with figures, which kind of bothered me at the time, but what are you going to do? But all the different levels of stuff, the little motorbike with the guy, that was, $7, and then you'd have the bigger vehicles, like the Mobat tank or whatever it was. My buddy had all of these things. He had his mom bought him all of these great G.I. Joe toys. And I was always jealous because I loved that tank. We had the little thing, you could move it, and it rolled forward and everything, and made sounds, and that was pretty sick.
Well, it's like me with all my Sky Strikers and Night Ravens, right? They came with all the pilots and the X-19s. They came with everything. So, like, I got my I got my Conquest 630.
Oh, that's sweet. Love that.
Yeah. So is hold on, let me see this. Yeah, well, I don't have him in here. I guess he's somewhere, but yeah, because Slipstream. But yeah. Let's put that back on. That clipped out. But yeah, I it's funny. I only have one of these. I have two Sky Strikers. I have 4 Night Ravens, and then I have 5 X-19 Ghosts.
The Night Raven is like the SR-71 Blackbird.
Yeah, the Blackbird.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, that's a pretty cool one too. But yeah, I was saying they had all these different sort of levels of toys depending on what you could afford. Oh, there we go.
Got Destro.
Right? Destro and his little bubble thing. Yeah, I love that.
The flight pod. That.
But now it seems there's really not those different levels of cost for things. You either have you have the figures, and all the figures are like the 3 3/4 inch. They're all $20 now, and then everything else is like an X-wing for Star Wars, like $120, and you just go, really? I got that exact, because they haven't changed the tooling in decades, so it's basically the same thing. They're using the same tooling, but they're charging you so much more.
Yeah.
Oh, what you got there?
The
Oh,
claw.
the claw. Nice.
Yeah. Well, it's funny too, because I don't know if you noticed, and I've talked about this on the Midday Mixer. The Zelda line is based off of the G.I. Joe Classifieds, because the box,
Oh,
even
yeah?
the box is the exact same. The boxes are the exact same, so
I guess
they're
these
like,
are becoming kind of standard size boxes
yeah,
and things now, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's funny though. Sorry, hold that box up to again. Why am okay?
This is
You know who that
number,
is, right?
yeah, we got Sundown.
Yeah, but okay.
But
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, because I don't think I've. What number is that box?
this is number 200.
Okay.
Number 200. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna. I'm a little. Yeah, I thought so.
I kind of got him because I just like the way he looked. I don't buy a lot of
Okay.
G.I. Joe classifieds. I got this guy, and I've got this deluxe soldier guy here.
Oh, okay.
But who came with the different heads and the different,
Yeah,
all the different guns and things.
So I'm gonna tell you something. I'm so because when I saw that box and I saw what he looked like. Now, if you got a second, well, here I'm just gonna share. I'm just gonna share. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on, let me bring this up. I am going to share my screen. Let me bring this up. The window. So you tell me.
Oh.
Now that's Sundown from Cops.
Oh,
which is Hasbro.
Oh, yes.
Which is also Hasbro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this must be their crossover then.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm like, hold on a second. And I say, can I see that again? Let me see the name. Sundown.
Okay. That is hilarious. I love that.
So and I like Cops. Because there is Beachhead is related to one of the Cops.
I didn't know that they were that was a crossover thing. I just liked the way he looked.
Yeah, because I'm like, hold on a second, that's Sundown. I know Sundown. Let me just see here.
That is so cool.
Let me just see.
I never really watched the Cop show, so
I love Cops.
I don't have a.
Carl Masick wrote a whole bunch of episodes.
I'm gonna have to find it and check it out because I've heard good things from you and a couple other people about that series.
Yeah, Carl Masick, Mr. Robotech himself, wrote some episodes. Hold on, I want to look at something here. I want to see. Sorry, what's his real name on there?
This is Alejandro Balam Luna Mendoza.
Okay, because here it says Captain Walker Calhoun.
Okay.
So,
well,
but that's pretty much him.
It looked like him, didn't it? Still got the same little poncho and things going on there. The mustache.
Yeah, and the guns.
Yeah, the twin 6-shooters.
And who? I can't. Oh, Cops Checkpoint is related to Beachhead from Cops.
Beachhead. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, yeah, I love Cops. The intro, everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I knew that guy looked familiar. Cops is a great cartoon. I mean, it is awesome. centralized organization of police specialists.
Oh, nice.
So, and they had that great intro too. So they always do the roll call of the cops and the crooks.
I remember RoboCop and the Ultra Police.
Yeah.
And that one. And I remember the Rambo cartoon, but
yeah,
I didn't really watch Cops. I guess I should have.
Yeah, Cops is great because like I said, because Hasbro did Cops, like when they did Cops and Mask. So
yeah, Mask. I remember that one too.
But yeah, Carl Masick wrote a whole bunch of Cops episodes. So because I remember I'm watching Cops for the first time and go, wait a minute, is that Masick? I was like, yeah, it was him. So it was pretty cool. Old Man Halfbill saying, do we have a fake?
We have a fake. Not a fake, but something interesting for sure.
Yeah, because the G.I. Joes, they're bringing out a whole bunch of figures that you don't even know who's who.
Yeah, you were saying the other day, I think on the Mixer, that you were talking about how they did a Laura Croft figure.
Yeah, they did a Laura Croft figure.
But what was it? A convention exclusive or something, maybe? Because I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah,
apart from
it sold out
pictures
pretty
of
fast.
It. Yeah.
So,
I remember Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, he was in the G.I. Joe universe.
Yeah, and he was in the they had the Who's Who of the G.I. Joe universe comic book series, and he was on like the last page of like the first issue, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool, Rocky Balboa. And then the next issue, they're like, we're retracting that because apparently licensing rights or something.
Yeah.
So, wow, that's so cool.
Well,
I'm glad I still have that book somewhere.
Well, and even Refrigerator Perry, right? It's part of G.I. Joe.
I remember that one.
Like football.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, it was a great time to be alive.
It sure was. You have the fun stuff because, and I know we and I've talked about this, on other streams where it's just like you wake up on a Saturday morning at like 5:36 a.m. and you just got like I remember watching the New Adventures of Pinocchio.
Oh yeah.
When he was a stick puppet and he was walking around with Cricket. And they were running away, like Foxy and Cool were always trying to do something. And then we watched The Wonderful World of the Wizard of Oz. Then we'd be watching some 67 Spider-Man. And then we hit 7 o'clock and you're getting this cartoon, that cartoon. And 9 o'clock, you'd be getting like Smurfs, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, yeah.
You're just getting all these Jackson 5. You're just getting all these cartoons. So like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then we go out and play, and then do whatever, hanging out with the kids, riding a bike. And then I remember I'd be getting home at like 7 p.m. to watch Maple Leaf Wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, 12 o'clock we would watch WWF Superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tell you the times we had. Good production values on TV, not like the slop we're getting today. It's just like
that's true.
That's
a whole other show for sure. We could go on for hours about that. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I used to watch. Listen, I remember Saturdays. We used to watch Don Cherry's Grapevine.
Yeah, I remember that show too. Gosh, there was a lot of. I know the one you were just mentioning there, the Wizard of Oz. That was like an anime version, right?
Yeah.
And it was an episodic show. I remember that one a lot.
And they will never, and the wizard never had any answers for them.
No, why would he? But yeah, I remember that, and I remember Spider-Man 67 when they constantly played that.
Yeah.
And Hercules and Rocket Robin Hood, and of course it was all the same company that did those, so they would.
Yeah. I'm actually following one of the company on Facebook, and they're always showing all these clips from all their shows from the different years, and like some Iron Man and this and that. So
wow,
it was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, some of the times we had, like, I actually have a group that a lot of the fellowship follow, who's on Facebook. It's called the Transformers GI Joe Robotech Gem G1, and then everyone's posting either toys or cartoons, but we're also posting like old TV shows and old commercials and old this and that from old, like just the old stuff, because there was just so much content we had out there from back in the day that was just, you know, fairly interesting from the slop that we have today. So because I don't really pay attention to anything really today on TV. Like, yeah, okay, I'm looking forward to Terminal List.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
it's coming out in October, so I'm looking forward to that. But usually it's just the old stuff. Like I posted one where with Robert Hayes, it was called FM.
Okay.
It was basically a WKRP, but on NBC.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called FM with Robert Hayes. And what's her name? Tim Home Improvement, the wife.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Tim, his wife from the show is in that as well.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I have never even heard of that. So
yeah, I somewhat remember it, because there was a lot of 80s, like just lasted like a couple of episodes, or
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think I tend to remember a lot of the really bad stuff too, like Small Wonder and stuff like that.
Small Wonder.
Such a terrible show, but it seemed to always be on.
So I posted because I'm following this one. There was a comedy show called Cadets, about military cadets. It had Sailor Moon Fry, William Dafoe, Richard Roundtree,
come on,
Jameel White.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, it was about military cadet school, and it had all these kids in there. It was a comedy.
Freaking Richard Roundtree, man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and William Dafoe and everything. It was just like, you know, Punky Brewster, you know, Urkel. So it was wow. Yeah, they had all these shows. So every time when this show, like one of my favorite shows, it was one of Fox's early. It's The Adventures of Beans Baxter.
Okay, I remember that one. Yeah.
Sorry?
I remember that one.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because it had Kirkwood Smith.
Yeah.
He ran the terrorist organization group called Ugly. So I love that show. That came out the same time as Mirror of Trojan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because Fox was just starting, right? So you had Mirror of Trojan. Simpsons was pretty much still on Tracy Ullman's show. You know,
they were trying to get stuff going. They had 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. Like that. So interesting. There's an episode where Johnny Depp is transforming Springer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm watching, and I was just like, is that Springer in his hand? Yeah, so he's
got an Autobot changer in his hand there.
Yeah, so he's got Springer, and then there's an episode of Miami Vice where one of the guys is playing with Shockwave.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've been
trying to watch it all the way through again, because I thought it'd be great to maybe do some videos about Miami Vice, or maybe some live streams or something, because it's such a great show, and there's so much to talk about and so much to break down with every episode.
Yeah,
how good that show was.
Yeah, I listen. I love Miami Vice. I like, they got so much. Somebody was asking me too. Like I said, it's everything is great, but there are just some episodes that stand out that are really good. Like the one I was mentioning to you, Evan. I love Evan. Season 2 opening, The Prodigal Son. Great episode. That's the one with Alice Cooper. No, sorry, Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons, yeah. Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Was in
yeah.
It was,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Such a great show.
Yeah, there's some great episodes.
But yeah, I've sort of gotten through like the first 3 seasons, and I'm sort of working on season 4 now. So, but it's the good old days when there used to be 22, 24 episode seasons, and where you would actually have some material to get through in the year.
I watch Hogan's Heroes, and like they went into like almost 30, 32 episodes.
Yeah,
per season. And this is why I can't stand the new stuff, because when I watch Terminal List or whatever, I don't want 6 episodes.
That, and the fact that you get 6, you get 8 episodes, and then it's like 2, 3 years in between seasons. Yeah. God, what happened to you guys? People used to know how to make television, and now maybe the people that knew this stuff, knew this trick, they all got fired, and maybe nobody exists anymore in these studios that understands how to make these things a little quicker, to turn them around quicker.
They don't have the creative mindset to make a 22, 24 season. They just don't, and it's kind of sad.
I was complaining the other day about the Gentleman series, and how it's like that's been like 3 years in between seasons.
Yeah,
and that's another one. It's like 8 episodes, and then oh man, hopefully they shoot the 2nd and 3rd season back to back so they can turn them around a little quicker. But
yeah, it's funny because me and Ryan, we're actually going to be doing a 24 stream soon, because we're fans of 24. But he hates season 9 because there was only 12 episodes. He's like, how do you call a show 24 when there's only 12 episodes? 12. So I was like, and I think that's where it kind of started, because that kind of started with like the last episodes. So, like, I remember House, because I love House season 4, but it went to like 16 because of the writer's strike. So they were stuck at 16 episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
okay. Yeah. But we're coming up on about 2 hours here, so maybe we'll end this wonderful discussion we've been having.
Yeah, this has been great.
It's been a good episode. Yeah, I'm hoping to do one of these at least once a month, maybe maybe a little more in the winter time.
Yeah,
when I've got more time, when I'm not out at the compound. But yeah, so what have you got coming up, Colhauser?
So I'm going to be streaming with Ann Jeanette later today with Luna, because Luna's been she's been rising. She's getting her numbers up because she's doing a lot of gaming.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so they'll be just talking about the stuff she does, and back to doing some actually, and I'm on Slapcast tomorrow night, and then just streaming throughout the week. And we got Geeks and Gamers Play, got my surgery next Monday, and then I'll be off to Dallas for Dallas Fan Expo, so looking forward to that. And right after Dallas we'll be heading to Hershey, me and Jay. So that's what I'm up to.
That's awesome. Me, like I said earlier, I've got a video coming out on Monday, sort of an old retro style review, and just a discussion about Transformers the movie from 1986.
Nice.
And what I liked about it, and what sort of how it was perceived at the time, and how it lost money, but then sort of later on it became something that people actually enjoyed. So
yeah,
I got that, and then I've got oh gosh, I've got more Star Trek videos on the way, and of course on the 8th of September I got the big stream that I'm trying to get people hyped up about. We're going to talk about the Man Trap, Where No Man Has Gone Before, and The Cage for the big anniversary. If you can find time, I know you're going to be in Dallas at the time, so
I'll have my computer and everything with me. So
Yeah, so if you want to pop on, I'm just going to send everybody that I sent the email to the link, and if people want to pop in and pop out, that'll be awesome. But I think that'll be a fun discussion for sure.
awesome. No, I look forward to that. Yeah, I think I'd be able to, I think I'll be able to pop on as long as I know the day. But yeah, I think I can pop on because I'll have my laptop, I have my mic, I have my camera with me. So yeah.
Yeah, you'll be in Dallas, so that'll be Central Time, I guess. So
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
be in Central Time. So
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool. It's great having you on. Thanks for coming on the
thank
show, Colhauser. I would love these talks about physical media and toys and all that sort of stuff that we love. And I'm just gonna hit the button pretty quick here and end this stream. Later.
Chilled monkey brain.